we jumped on Carrie's call on Sunday, which was an amazing team call. So if you didn't get on that one, I think what we're going to do, just to give you guys a little overview of some of the like small changes that are being made. We are still going to do our team call on Thursdays, but on Sunday nights, Carrie runs a call where all of the challengers that are in the group, that are in SummerSlam or are in, her specific 21-day fix group, those challengers can actually get on and ask questions too. So I think that that's great for a little bit of one-on-one, or if they need help with meal planning. Carrie talked a lot about confidence and, all of those things. So I think that we're going to start doing that. And I think also as coaches, that really helps us too, because I don't know about you guys, but I know a lot of you, I've been seeing your numbers. You're starting to add coaches, sell challenge packs. So I'm sure your inbox is starting to blow up with questions. And that's a great idea that Carrie had for all of the challengers to get on that call on Sunday and kind of do like a one-on-one, not like a one-on-one, but what's working for you, what's not working for you.
I'm pretty sure that was your idea.
Oh, I think I did do that before, didn't I? I'm starting to not even know what I'm doing.
It's your idea. I took it from you.
Cool. I think that Carrie and I had this like brain thing today where I was asking her question. She's like, I don't really remember about that thing. And I had like 5 things today with the business is getting kind of crazy. I'm like, I really don't know. Sometimes and people fall through the cracks and I'm like, I don't know who you were, but it was great while it lasted. Anyway, so that is really cool. So that is on Sundays. And I think that it's kind of stupid if, 15 of us are running that same call, and really how many people are going to get on, like 5. So if you guys can get on those or like let your challengers know, that would be awesome. So right now we have Fall Into Fitness going on. And that group right now has about 110 challengers. From this point on, we are not going to put anybody else in that group. Okay. Now there's 110 in there, but how many people are commenting? Maybe 20. But right now, there's too many notifications and there's too much going on in there. So the next group that is being started is Fall Into Your Skinny Jeans. Did you see that I put up? That was created, and the picture that goes with it, I'm not saying that you guys have to use that, but it's just a suggestion, and that will be starting on October 8th. So anybody kind of from here out will filter into that group. Now, one of the other things that I wanted to talk about was, don't feel like you have to use my challenges. You can start your own challenge. You can start your own challenge where there's maybe one or two, maybe like 3, 4 of you, and like team up. Maybe Heather wants to team up with the other Heather, or a couple of you go ahead and do it. And I know that sounds like super scary, but we've all been there and all done that. So if you've been, in my challenge group, I'm not saying you can't be in it anymore, because you can, but if you'd like to spread your wings and maybe do your own, and it's kind of like, I know I can see Heather, because like her and I are like deep time soul sisters, Swindle. She's probably thinking, well, I tried that before and it didn't work. I know that's what you're thinking. I don't know if you are, but like, I remember when I started my coach group that I literally was like, Wednesday, how many invites did you do? For 8 months straight, and nobody said anything. Now that takes some dedication, guys, to show up every day and nobody shows up. I mean, there has to be. It was funny because I was talking to my husband yesterday. I was like, there's got to be like something seriously wrong with people that like do that over and over again, but eventually like people show up and it's so exciting. So anyway, so feel free to, if you want to spread your wings, and maybe, okay, bye Carrie, thanks for jumping on. You're going to did your power hour shake workout, accidentally drink pre-workout. Oh, so where are you going with the pre-workout? You're just going to go run? No. Okay, well, thanks for jumping on. I will record this. I'm recording this so you can listen to it forever. So that's going on. Another thing is whoever got on this call, I was going to divvy up you guys some responsibilities. Yay.
I knew it.
Don't make me
and don't you even think about leaving, Heath, because you're in this with me. We are 10X.
Yeah, you got me.
Yeah. It's funny because Heath and I are reading this book right now called 10X. And
I almost got that on my Audible.
it's kind of like, and when you start reading these books, it kind of messes your brain up because like people are always like, I don't know how you do it. Like, and eventually like, he's like, I'm just outworking my competition. And when he said that shit today, I was like, crap, he's like outworking me. Like it was crazy because he literally like outworked, like he was just like in it, you know? And like when you start reading some of those books, like it messes with your mind because you're like, dude, like I'm outworking everybody, you know? So anyway, but I'm going to divvy up you guys some responsibilities. And the reason that I'm doing it is because I know you guys are like, I know this is kind of like a, crappish kind of thing to say, but like if you're like honestly like cycling, you know, so you could be pulling in like $300-400 a month based off of cycling, and those are customers that have been put on your right and left leg, some by you and a lot of them by me. So it's time to like, you know, pull your weight, Katie. She's trying to run away. She's like, shut up. So I am going to give Katie's going to have the leadership role. Katie, do you want to write this down?
That's what I was doing. I was getting paper. I wasn't running away. Because I had...
Katie hates when we're on trips. So I'm like, I always say to her, like, are you going to write that down? Like, are you? But Katie always records things or listens, and I always forget that because she usually doesn't write stuff down.
I can't write stuff down.
It's like a cramp in her hand, right?
I have vocal dystonia.
Yeah.
Don't ask what it is because I don't even know. Okay.
So every time I feel bad because I'm like, are you going to write that down? And then I realize, like, she can't write.
I even bought a special pen, like hoping it was going to change my life, and it didn't.
Okay, so Katie, you are going to do the coach accountability thread every single day. It's real easy. All you do is copy the one I have, like how many invites did you do?
Invites. Did you do your personal?
And then you just put a quote with it, but my quotes suck. So if you could come up with something funny that's like like something that's funny, like, because I'm like, you know, no excuses or you die. Like that's my quote, but kind of like try to change it up so it's something that's a little bit more, maybe it'll make people laugh. I don't know.
Do you want me to do this every day or?
Every day.
Okay.
It's real easy. All you do is cut and paste it and then just add a picture. Heath. Is Heath there? He just went away because
I'm here.
Okay, Heath, I'm just going to give you a small task because you're in the Team Boom 4, which is the free group. If you could maybe post like a recipe or something in there, that would be awesome from time to time. Because what's happening, guys, is I'm posting so much because I'm doing this full time
I could do
that there's way too much of me everywhere. It's ridiculous. Like it's got to stop. Like we can all like, you know what I'm saying, do a little bit. So Heath, maybe like a 21-day fix recipe or something that you've even made on your own to like tell people how to do it. And you can even share that post in your like page. So it's not like you're just, you know what I'm saying? Like put it in Team Boom 4, but highlight it. I think he's frozen. I don't know if he can hear me, but highlight it and then share it into your like page or share it onto your wall or something like that. So you could do that like, you know, I guess you could kind of change it up, maybe like a workout tip or like some kind of like recipe or something. Would that be okay? I don't know where he went. We'll come back. Okay. Katie, am I breaking up?
No, it's him.
Okay. Heather, so I know the task of counting points is like so, it's a lot. Are you there?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, Heather Swindle, sorry. So I was thinking instead of doing it every week, we could possibly do it every 2 weeks. Would that be better?
No. It's just the way that Facebook does their algorithm and stuff, it takes like 2 hours to do.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you think that we should just do the Monday, Tuesday, like, because see how I'm doing?
If it's just like
Just those. Don't do
those that have, you know, the things
that
on it. Everybody that comments. If it's just those, that's cool. But if it's like those on top of posting their shakes or posting all that stuff, that's like really
no. What I'll do is when you do those numbers, I'll go through and I'll give people bonus points. So you can like I'll give people, you know, like bonus points for, you know, things like that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's easy to see like who's consistent and showing up through the week. So I mean, if there's somebody that sticks out that's like rock starring it, I'll be like, hey, this person rock starred this week.
Yeah.
these are the points for, but that would be great.
Yeah, so let's do that. Every 2 weeks is kind of bad because that tech challenge is technically 21 days.
Yeah.
So this is 7.
Yeah.
So like if we can post it Saturday when people are meal prepping, that would be awesome. So you only have to do day 1 through 7.
Okay.
So it's not something that you have to do every day, but it's like one task that's every day. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, post points every day?
No, just like once a week. So
Once a week. Okay. Yeah.
And you can post it in the group and then tag everybody. So you don't have to send it to me and then me do it. Like you can post it every Saturday, unless you want me to post it and tag everybody. It's up to you.
No, I can post it and tag everybody. It may be I'll see what I can do this weekend since we're leaving tomorrow and I'm going to be gone until next Saturday.
Okay, so why don't we did somebody say something down here?
I think it was Heath. He said, "Yep, I agree." I don't know.
Pre-workout instead of hydrate. Oh god. Okay, so let's just do it on Saturday then, and then you don't have to do it, I know you're getting ready to go on vacation, but I think if you just count the points for the days, it would probably only take like 20 minutes.
Okay.
It won't be long. And then Heather, hey Heather, Scott.
Hi.
Where have you been all day?
All day. I have 2 sick kids that have a stomach bug.
Ugh, I sent you a message to see if you wanted to work out, and then I was going to call you, and then it got away from me. So
I work on Thursday mornings at the gym from 8:20 to 12:30, and then I got home, and I originally thought Riken had the flu, and so I took him to the doctor yesterday morning. Thank God that was negative, but the doctor said he just had like a regular cold, but I don't think it's a cold because now he's like having like diarrhea, and then Camden started the exact same thing, and he's been running like 101 fever, so I think that was actually kind of why I was running late because I was putting Riken
no, that's
down.
okay. I didn't mean it like, what have you been doing all day? I was like, where have you been today? Like, blah, blah, blah. But that's awful. Like you guys are always, I remember when my kids were that little, they were always sick. And then when they're like 3 and 5, like they're never sick anymore. So that's
it's like, I feel like we always have something like this just going around the house, whether it's like them or then I get it or somebody gets it. The only person that never gets sick is Jonathan. And that's because he has like a superhero like immune system. So he never gets sick.
Oh yeah. Well, you're really good at going live. So if you could go live, in the not the coach group, what am I talking about? In Fall Into Fitness, like one time a day, even if it's for 10 seconds, like I did a non-scale victory today. What's your favorite fruit? Like what's a food you don't like? What's your biggest struggle with the 21-day fix?
Okay.
So, and then just label it like today's mystery question or something like that. So people listen.
Okay.
And it would only be going live for like 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Just to add some more spice because it's getting kind of daunting in there. And when people get bored, they start looking their Shakeology, they stop working out, the volume drops, and the whole thing goes to shit. And then we're making videos about how our lives falling apart. So
nice.
Yeah, because that's pretty much how it goes. So anyway, I just wanted to hand out some stuff. And honestly, I know like that stuff I handed you guys out probably will take like some of you 5 minutes, maybe some of you 20 minutes. But if you add all that together, that's literally like 6 hours of work for me, like extra a week. And I feel like if I'm doing all this stuff, then I'm not like, I can't really do what I need to do and then be like happy and like, because I'm exhausted. Like by the time the night hits, like my face feels like it's going to bleed. Like I'm exhausted. So I got to start like, I know that's a gross way to put it, but that's like literally the only way I can describe it. So I'm getting burned out. All right. So tonight what we're going to do is I want to go over I know this is like super boring, but I want to show you guys what I do every day. It's going to take like 10 minutes. I'm going to go really fast. So if you can write it down, if it will help you, if you already have your own system, that's okay. All right. Can you see my Facebook screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So every night before I go to bed, I write down my morning post, like what I'm going to wake up and I'm going to post in the morning.
I've been doing that too.
Now, Heather, like your posts are amazing in the morning. I don't know if you work out and then you sit there and write it, but that probably takes a lot of time in the morning before you're getting out the door for work. I don't know what you're doing, but it's really good. So, but something that helps me so that I already have it in my notepad is I write it out the night before.
Rosie, what are you doing?
So, this morning I didn't because I was just like freaking dead sauce. Like I was exhausted. I hadn't like not had a morning post probably in a year and a half. But like this one, pretty much the hump day one, you know, when you're putting yourself out there on social media, like I literally bought this shirt because I thought it would be cute for a post, you know? And I know that sounds dumb, but like pretty much everybody commented on this or did something because they liked the shirt. You know, just try to think of things that you do if it is like appealing, or it doesn't have to be perfect, but just try to think of something like what's your reason for posting it? So, hold on, let me just see. A lot of them have been live ones in the morning. People keep posting on my wall. Broken arm. God, we've had a nice week. Jesus. A lot of them you can find in the car, our car post, but I take those pictures in the morning, but I write it out the night before. It doesn't have to be long, even if it's a sentence or two. Now, when you're posting, like most people, like if you're posting that you're working out every morning, you're like upper fix, got it done, pretty much you're kind of pissing people off because most people aren't like working out every day, reading personal development, and eating healthy is not normal. Okay? It's not. Like very small amount of people do that. So when people are scrolling through the social media and they're seeing you're like, oh, you know, bitch worked out again, like, ugh, and they just kind of get blah, blah, blah. So what I try to do, and I've learned this at a lot of conventions and different things that I've gone to, I always try to tie my posts, and Heather Scott's doing a really good job with this because we've talked about this one-on-one, about happy hump day, shaking my cup, ready to go, car pack, kids, blah, blah, blah. Anyone else wake up, kids, you know, don't wake up in the morning, you know, because they got school. I'm showing my shake, but I'm talking to my tribe of moms. Okay, or this is the tribe today, like need a vacay, blah, 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 you know, whatever it is. So you kind of got to think like you worked out. You're talking about working out, but man, today's going to be a long day because I have so much laundry to do and my lawn needs to be mowed. Who hates mowing their lawn? Something like that. Just kind of like leave it. Asking people, it's called, what that's called is a call to action. And you guys aren't in these groups, so once you hit 2-star, I'll show you, Southwest region leaders. These are the top like 200 or whatever, or 300 Southeast region leaders. And what they do in these groups is hold on. What they do in these groups is they pretty much teach you things called call to actions. And this is where I learn everything from. And I try to bring it back to you guys. So for example, I don't know if he has any in here, but they'll do like, what was your call to action post? They teach, I don't know which group it's in. I'm in a bunch of them. Because what happens is once you hit like 2-star, corporate takes over and they start training you. Like Beachbody Corporate starts training you and teaching you things to be successful. Maybe it's this one. This is the masterminds group. Okay. So this is where I got the Gene post that I did for the next Gene thing. So it's like post your invite and coaching opportunity below. So in these things, corporate is posting tons of posts that they don't want you to use, but then you remake them. So every time they're posting, like now hiring, like, you know, and then they give you ideas of what to do. And every single thing that I've learned, and I feel like corporate should like teach you this stuff in the beginning, because by the time you get here, you're like, man, if I knew that, I would have been so much further along. Hold on, there's like a really good one kind of down here. Okay, so it's Tuesday, let's share your post today. So like life transformation, so just kind of like what people say. Now, you guys aren't in here, so what would you do? Okay. One of the things that helps me that I do is I always go to like the top coaches pages. And by the way, Brittany Boyd quit. So if you were wondering if you haven't seen her anywhere, I'll tell you about that later. Which you probably noticed she's probably not friends with any of you anymore. Has she talked to you about Heather?
Nope, I haven't heard from her, and since the last message I told you I got from her.
Yeah. So, for example, like I follow all the top coaches and I listen to their stuff. Now, I did a post today about, I can't find anything I'm trying to show you guys. I did a post today about, like, is it bad to have good confidence? Did you hear me go live and do that? I don't know if you guys saw it.
Yeah.
And I went way back into some of her, like I'm not copying her, but she did a went live about that before and talked about, like, is it bad to have good confidence? I don't know where it is in here. But like once you start to feel like if you're a little kid, like you can talk about stuff like that. Because believe it or not, if you go live and talk about something like that, I feel like 80% of my Facebook friends are judging me and waiting for me to fail. I don't know if it's a woman thing or like people don't support people, because once you become an adult and if you're confident or you're happy, people are like, well, you know, because most people aren't. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
You can somehow, and I think because when I went live with that, like I sold 2 challenge packs after that. I got message after message from people that were like, you know, people were like, man, I need to work on my confidence. Like your stuff is like, you know, really inspiring. You know, like they'll say, when I do stuff like that, I'm doing it for a purpose, because I know that a lot of people, if you talk about being confident is good, you're either narcissistic or you're conceited.
Yeah.
But if you feel bad about yourself, then you're okay, because then you're in the shit with everybody else. You know? So me, if I'm posting myself working out every day, people are going to think, you know, she thinks she's better than me because she's working out. You know, or she's like running. There she goes again, running. But if I talk about how I'm running now, or I'm working up every day, and Heather, you started doing this swindle, and this was awesome. Like, you know, talking about depression, and I'm showing up today for this. Like the people that connect with you on that, it's so powerful. But if you were just waking up and doing PIO, or like I did the 21-day fix, happy hump day, like, you know, like that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying you can't do it, but just be mindful of what you're doing. See what some of the top coaches are doing. Don't copy them, but get ideas to kind of fuel you, because that's what I do. I also read personal development. And in those personal development, while I'm listening to those books, I'm writing down ideas that gives me ideas for my books. If you read You're a Badass and you read Girl Boss, you should be taking those quotes. You can take quotes from that, put it into your post, talk about how, you know, you're trying to do this and that. And if you keep telling yourself, well, I'm worried about what other people are going to think. I'm worried about what other people are going to think. I'm worried people are judging me. I worry it every day, you know, but you got to do it afraid and just keep going. So basically that's what I do. I post on the wall. I know this is like boring, super boring. Sorry. I go in the free group and post in the free group. Okay. That is really important. I don't really post that much in the diamond. I'm in the diamond group and all that for Beachbody. I don't really post in those too much. And then I go into the fall for fitness. Now, if you're in there and you're a leader and you're just posting that you went for a run, it takes 2 seconds to go through and like some people's stuff. And basically what I do is I go in there twice a day. Okay. I go in there twice a day and I comment on people's stuff, because okay, so I don't know if you guys realize this, and you're probably like, well, I'm not an emerald yet, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Like Jill, like she's my customer. Let me find somebody that's not. Like I don't scroll past Jenny. Who's Jenny? I think that's Michelle Katz. I comment on hers because I'm cheering her along and I'm supportive, but also she's under Michelle Katz. And if Jenny's happy, Jenny keeps drinking her shakes, which generates volume. Jenny is also becoming a coach, and she's also under you, Katie.
Mm-hmm.
So she's helping you cycle, which you did cycle more this week. I saw that a little bit more.
Yeah.
For next week, I think you'll cycle a little bit more, so it's going up.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so that would be important for like Katie to post on her. Now, if you're sitting there and you're like, well, I'm not even an emerald, what does it matter? Because you're banking volume. So when you hit emerald, you're going to get that bank of volume, you know?
Yeah.
So it's important to show that that you care. And obviously sometimes I read them and you know what? I'm busy and sometimes I don't.
Wait, so don't get mad at me for asking, but if she's under Michelle, so Michelle's under me too?
Michelle is under you because you're on my right leg.
That's what I thought.
So your carryover volume, Katie, on that side, and Heather's over there. Every single one of you is over there. The only reason a lot of you guys aren't on Carrie's side is because it's blown out of the freaking water. And there's so much volume over there and so many people that it would make it, my second business center's over there and my husband's over there. My sister, all of you guys, Annie Wallace, all of those people are over on my right side.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all going on over here. Carrie's land, my second business center, my husband, my mother-in-law, all those people that I'm kind of building and doing things that are going on, they're all on the other side. Okay? That's why Carrie's over here with her challenge group and I'm over here with us because we're on different legs.
Yeah, my volume was pretty good this week.
Yeah. So that's just real important because, I mean, if I'm going through and I'm the only one liking stuff, see, oh, you liked it. So yeah. So like make sure that you guys, and I know it takes time and it's annoying, but long term it's going to help you guys make more money, build relationships, and keep this ship going. Okay. So I go through and I do all that. It takes 5 minutes. Okay. Then if you are not on Teamsy, that is okay, but I want to show you guys something real quick. Is anybody on this?
I got my free trial today and got everything moved over and got my Facebook contacts in there.
Yeah, and I'm not going to give you guys like a whole training on it, but I just want you to see this real quick, and it's going to take 2 minutes. You put all of your Facebook friends, load into it, and it breaks it down to Facebook friends or prospects. My customers, once you're Emerald, I literally will be honest with you, there is 700 people that Beachbody has given me over 2 years. There's no way that I could have ever emailed all them and done it and kept up with it. I'm finally just starting to email leads. I've never really done it because I couldn't keep up with it. And then I've got all of you guys. You're all here. Okay. So, and then follow-ups, it tells me. So what I do, I'll do an example. So I highlight like Leanne and then I go to Facebook. I don't even know who she is. And then I go to her name. Her name pops up. And, you know, I'm liking some of her stuff. Make sure it's not like Granny just died. Like make sure you really look at it. And then I cut and paste this thing that I have. Crap. Not that. Coach fail. Now I have this my little script. You can't see this, I think, the screen. And I just want to show you real quick. And I'll send this to you because Carrie just made this. And this, crap. Okay. This little thing is awesome because it says, hey, I know this is random, but I am part of this awesome group on Facebook for women. We post our attempts at being healthy, LOL. We are looking for fun, strong women in the community. I hate when people add me to Facebook groups without asking me first. Could I add you? It would be okay.
I did that a couple days ago with Boom.
That post that she came up with has been golden. So then this tells me real quick what I said. I invited her to a Facebook message. I invited her to a free group. It's going to tell me to follow up with her. I do 2 days. I log it. Next person. It goes down. I highlight it. I do the same thing again. I'm running 35 of those a day. We've got 3,000 Facebook friends. Okay? Then customers, these are people I've never even talked to, you guys. All these people Beachbody gave me. I click on their name, and Katie, you have tons of these too. I highlight their email. I copy it. I'm not going to go to my Beachbody thing, but we have an email on Beachbody. I paste it in their email address right here. I paste it into the Compose for Beachbody email. I have my
3 customers in there. I only, like last I checked, I only had like 3.
No, you have a lot. No,
What?
you have 3 because you have to get Success Club to get them. So you're just starting to get them because you got Success Club. Okay.
So I was gonna say last time I checked, there was only like 3.
And then I have this little thing I wrote up that I actually copied from Pat and then made it my own. I put my Facebook link in it. I'm doing email, invite. What do I invite them to? I just do everybody for your group because I can't even deal with I got to go fast because I'm trying to outwork Heath. So I got to keep going a little faster.
He left the call.
And
Not
then,
gonna happen.
and
He
then
came down.
he's getting on this personal development thing. So now he knows why I'm like a Beachbody psycho because he's like, I get it now. Okay.
Absolutely.
And then I go to coaches. There's a lot of you. So tomorrow I'm going to talk to Erica, Heather. I'm not going to talk to Heather's husband. I'm going to mark him as a 1 so he doesn't pop up again.
Hey, he got approved for 3 weeks off from work because it's been that crazy for him.
Wow.
And he's gonna do the 3-week yoga retreat. I'm proud of him.
Hey, my husband just did that with me and we loved it. And now it inspired him to run. So I'm super happy about that.
Yeah, I'm hoping
Yay.
something else.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. So
Yeah.
we're gonna do that.
The free
So that's
customers
pretty
for a minute.
much. Sorry, go ahead.
I just asked about the free customers for a minute because I saw that. So there's one girl that I saw. So I couldn't find her on Facebook. So she had her email. So I just emailed her through my Gmail account.
You can email her through your Gmail, but I email her through my Beachbody email account.
Yeah, well, anyway, I was like, hi, I see that you ordered the 21-day fix. I'm assigned to you as your coach, blah, 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 blah. Like, would you like to be friends on Facebook? Da, da, da. And she's like, yeah, I ordered. And like, that was her response. I was like,
I would say, oh, that's awesome. So I would love to help support you in your program. Eat my shirts. No, I'm just kidding.
and she was like, yeah, I ordered. And that was her response. And then I was like, awesome, thank you. Are you on Facebook? Blah, 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 blah. Never heard from her again.
Okay, do you guys know how to find them when they're on Facebook? You go like this. This is how you cyber stalk people.
I tried to cyber stalk her, and then she like, and I was like, thank you, awesome. I'm your coach. Let me help you, blah, blah, blah. And she like didn't answer me.
That's okay. Go if you find their email that they give you, that's the best way to find people by email.
Yeah, so I did that trying, and I was like, oh, are you friends on
Of course, my example is flawed.
Facebook? And she like was like, yeah, I ordered.
That's sometimes you gotta because people think you're like some like Egyptian like money laundering money or you know how you get those creepy emails. Nobody reads them, but
Or
like,
they think it's like a bot, like it automatically gets sent out to you because
and like
I don't wanna-
Pat, it's crazy because he Joe Palcino was his like second coach who's like I don't know, he's like a 4-star diamond. He was a lead. So if you take 5 minutes a day and you email people, that one person that emails you back could be your gold chip, So you just keep going.
I'm like, awesome. I love to put a face to the name. Can we be friends on Facebook? Let you join our group. And she never responds to me.
And that's what Michelle Katz was for me. And she's one of my diamonds.
Yeah, I tried. And so like, do I like stalk her again and email
I would
her?
stalk her again and say, I just wanted to follow up with you. I'd love to add you to my fall into your jeans, whatever when you're falling your
That, and she gave me no response, so I'll try again.
just follow up again. I follow up. It says in all the Beachbody stuff that you have to follow up with somebody 6 times before they sometimes respond, which is like crazy because I think 3 is enough. But then what it does is it says skip for how long. Like you can follow up with them again, the follow up button. So it'll tell you weekly. Now, if we get kicked off this, get back on because what I have to say is going to take 10 more minutes and we have 4 left. But if you don't have Facebook, that's I've noticed that Heather Scott, because I stalk you guys too, she has really been increasing her friend list, which is awesome. And
I have a question on this. Actually,
yeah,
so when I add friends, I've been doing different stuff too because like I've kind of like switched up on my adding with friends. What I've decided, one of the things that I've kind of added with friends is like on pages that I like, I'll actually go to those pages and respond to some of the people's comments and start building a relationship with them, and then I'm adding them. But some of the people that I add, it pops up with a box that says, do you actually know this person or something? And then I have to confirm it. Do you confirm it or do you just cancel?
I confirm it, but when you do a lot of those, you start getting blocked.
Okay. That's what I was wondering because I've done a few, but I wasn't sure how many I should actually do because it seems like lately it's been like every other person that I add. So I kind of switched up. Like I've been going to like pages that I like.
Have you been canceling your outgoing friend requests?
Yeah, I've been doing that probably every 3 or 4 days I cancel.
You gotta start thinking of places that you go to also. because if you have mutual friends, it's not going to pop up like that.
Okay.
So you got to think about like places you go, like your gym, local gyms, like things around this area, because I live over here. So like things in Fountain Inns, different churches. Like I've been going to so say I go to Christchurch, Christchurch preschool. This is like one in our town. And then, hold on, let me just show you. This is how I like stalk a lot of people too. I hate to say stalk, but it's kind of funny. Of course, my example is not working again. Yay me. That's not even in Greenville. That's probably why. Let me do, this is like our HOA for the community we live in. Sorry, Heather. But I'm like friends with every single person in here. And like there's 5 coaches now that live in our neighborhood. Do you know what I mean? So like think of places where you go, like your church, like what church do you go to?
Brookwood. I have a crap load of people from there too. Like I added so many people.
So you need to start like inviting them because they would totally like be in on that. So for those of you guys that don't have Team Z, that's okay. So you're friending people, you're printing out that friend list, and you can highlight off of it.
Wait, I have a question because I don't have Team Z, but I'll get it. Was Heather Scott talking about the confirmation is that a Team Z thing?
No, it was like just on Facebook. Like when I add, when you go through the add friends, like it would give me like a pop-up box when I would add someone.
It'll say like, don't add them if you don't know them or something.
Yeah, it'll ask me like, are you sure that you know this person? And then it gives you like a cancel button and a confirm button. And it seems like in the past like week, it's almost been like every other friend. So I've also kind of tried like, cause I like a bunch of different pages. I like Dr. Seuss cause that's my favorite kids book. I like, wine pages and I like different stuff. So like Dr. Seuss, I went on there and was replying to people. I mean, it takes a little bit longer, but it's kind of like they're more likely to accept my friend request because I'm kind of building a relationship with them, on those pages. And then I'm adding them because then we kind of go back and forth and then I add them on Facebook and then they end up accepting me. And I did that for I spent an hour just doing that. And I ended up getting like 10 people accepting my Facebook requests all from that one page that I just added and was just like commenting and replying to people's comments and stuff because it was like they were.
Oh, because I've never gotten like a weird pop-up like that. It's just send friend request.
Yeah, I get it all the time now lately.
Yeah, I've been getting it a lot.
So, Heather, I was going to tell you, go to Simpsonville Swap and Shop for Everyone.
They're
adding these people. I was doing it.
I'm actually